Hi there, and welcome to my next video on my YouTube channel, Unapologetic with Lorelei. Well, we just had a first little bit of snow from this year, and this year just is only about 3 days old, I guess. But there was a little bit of snow, and it does change a little bit the scenery of the whole nature where I am at the moment. And it's kind of peaceful as well because I'm here around sunset now, and it gives a very nice energy, a calm energy, and that's exactly what my topic for today is about. It's about how January doesn't necessarily have to feel energized for you. You don't have to feel, oh, it's all good. It's a new year and new chances and new this and new that and all kinds of promises and feeling a good vibe. Then of course it's not necessary because um, if you don't feel it that way, then you just don't feel it that way because I believe your mood and your motivation it doesn't go with the weather or with seasons or with the calendar of the year and that is it's this unspoken rule that January is supposed to be uh, revitalizing for you or giving you a new motivation and new energy. And if you don't feel that way, then don't be worried because it doesn't have to be that way at all. In fact, you can also just relax throughout January as much as you want, and you can even make January a holiday vibe for you as well. You can do what you want because if you don't feel it that way, you just don't feel it that way, and don't feel bad for it, and don't let the gray skies of January discourage you. But before I'm going to talk more about January in general of how it doesn't energize you, and that's so fine too because as I said, it not always depends on the calendar and on the season. So I'm going to flip the screen and show you around in the neighborhood, in a piece of nature where I am at this moment, and give you a little bit of the tiny bit of snow we just had today and last night. And I hope you enjoy the scenery, and I hope you're going to join me for my walk here, and let's talk more about January and energy. Right, so now I have just flipped the screen here, and you can see the what I see now, and this is a beautiful sunset sky. And now you don't see the snow, but when I put my camera a little bit low, then you can see a little bit. I'm not lying, we did have a little bit of snow here just the other day, just last night actually. And it does give a little bit of a different kind of energy to nature, as I say. And that comes to the topic again of the energy, of course, what I was talking about of January, that you don't need to feel the energy that people say you have to supposed to feel at the beginning of the new year. You don't actually, because there's this unspoken expectation that January you should feel motivating and that you should, wake up refreshed and focused and ready to go and make all your new plans and New Year's resolutions and stuff like that. But I guess somewhere along the line we all know that it doesn't really work that way in real life, though. And you may have a little bit still of the December vibe, but and that can be motivating or demotivating. It depends on I guess it depends on what your personal situation is. But I think energy doesn't reset, as I said, just because of the calendar changes, and your body also doesn't really always follow the kind of deadlines that nature has been setting or the calendar is setting for you. But that doesn't mean something's wrong with you, and that doesn't mean you're a depressive kind of person or anything like that. Um, you're just who you are, and it's just that your nervous system probably doesn't really respond to the pressure of these expectations of the new year, and that is just fine. I can vouch for myself that I'm that kind of person that it doesn't do me anything the way I see all this hype on TV and sometimes even in real life, people around me. I don't feel it that way. I'm sorry. I'm 63 years of age, and I think maybe I don't know if it's down to earth or I'm more just in my own personal energy. I hope you still like the scenery here because I can't get enough of this sky. I love nature, and I believe the sky is a part of nature as well, isn't it? But I wanted to say, I guess, that if January feels kind of slow for you and flat or quiet, and it doesn't mean something's wrong at all. It just means your whole system, your inner system, is just kind of recalibrating, I guess. And then in midlife, or maybe in other other life phases as well, you just stop bouncing back uh, quickly, and not because you're weaker, but because you got a little bit wiser. So it doesn't always have to be like midlife or anything like that or an older age, because it can be also other situations in your life that made you wiser all of a sudden. And I guess that means also you don't longer run on adrenaline, and you don't longer override signals, if you can say it like that. And perhaps it means now that you're listening first. And so I guess starting the new year without that kind of hyped energy isn't a failure at all, and there's nothing wrong with you, and it's just being honest. And I think that kind of honesty towards yourself is a much stronger foundation to start the year with than this kind of forced motivation. And it's even most of the time with the marketing world who's putting it into your head as well. So I think if you don't feel ready to push anything yet in January, then I suggest just don't. And as I said, it's just my suggestion and my insight of what I have around January and the new year. And that's what my channel is about. After all, I'm just sharing my insights and my my expertise. I don't want to say expertise. I'm not an expert, but my experiences rather. I think that's a better word for it. And I'm sorry, by now you probably heard already that English is not my mother tongue. So forgive me my grammar mistakes or my wrongfully use of words. But I think you still get the gist of what I'm saying here. And so yes, my advice, if I can give any advice, or my hint, is how I go through it. I'm not going to rush myself and push myself through to the start of the new year. I'm going to take my time and keep doing my walks here and my talks, and enjoy this immensely. And I hope you catch a little bit of the quiet vibe of nature I'm showing you. And because it is very peaceful actually, and it's a different kind of energy. It's not hyped energy. It's just natural energy, and it makes me feel good. And perhaps you're also a kind of person who enjoys this. And yeah, I hope you keep doing that, and go through January as you want it, with energy, no energy, low energy, high energy. It's just the way you want it, and just the way you feel it. So, I guess that you can let some clarity come before momentum, as I say it poetically, probably, but that's how I feel it. And you can let some steadiness become before speed, because I'm not going to enter any kind of speedy stuff anymore. And the more quicker things go, and the more faster, and I'm not into it. I don't want to slow down in that respect of because I'm older or anything like that. I'm 63 years of age, but I definitely feel very good in my energy. And it's just that the kind of fake kind of speed I don't believe in, and I can see kind of right through it. So whatever you want to do, if you don't need to start fast, then don't. If you don't feel like doing it, don't. You really, really don't need to start that fast in January. And but I think what you do need to do, and what I advise myself in my own self-talk here, is that you need to start aligned. And aligned, you can't do aligned with speed. And well, I'm falling in love with the sky again here. I'm sorry, but yeah, aligned is a beautiful word, I guess. But I translate it for myself many times as just natural harmony, like this, like the sky, and what it shows us, and the vibe I feel here out there. So it's another kind of energy, and it's a natural harmony kind of energy. So by this, I'm gonna wish you a very nice day. I hope you take care of yourself, very good care of yourself and your loved ones. And I'll be posting my videos daily and talk about all kinds of topics that I think many of us relate to. And if you want, you can subscribe to my channel, or give a thumbs up, or leave a reply or a comment, and I will certainly read it and get back to you on it. So once again, I wish you a very nice day or evening, depends on when you're watching this video. And I do hope to see you in my next video. Bye!